Welcome back, YouTube, to another video. We are going to be doing something a little special. It's been a while since we've done this. I haven't had much Madden content because Madden's pretty ass, but Madden 25 just dropped, and we were going to be simulating a couple seasons just to see how everything plays out. Let's dive right in. So the new franchise screen is kind of cool. Gives you the team, how many hidden X factors, superstar, star, and normal you got. Pittsburgh's got 5, 2, 1, 16, and 50. They're ranked 26th passing, 18th rushing, 1st in blocking, 25th in pass rush, 11th in coverage, and 20th in team speed. Tells you the division, the status, we're rebuilding, and the salary cap. Gives the overall, the record of the last year. So you just look around, take some time, see every team. 2, 4, and 13. Poor Commanders. They're going to be better this year. Fuck the Ravens. So yeah, we're just gonna pick the Steelers.
Use the options on the left to edit league settings and choose what role you want to run the show as, a coach or an owner.
Well, we're going to go ahead and simulate through preseason and see what happens. Alright, so we're at preseason. We had the Texans, which we lost. We just lost to the Bills. Then we have the Lions. We're going to go ahead and simulate to regular season. So if we go ahead and look at our schedule, we got the Falcons, Broncos, Chargers, Colts, Cowboys, Raiders, Jets, Giants, bye week, Commanders, Ravens, Browns, Bengals, Browns, Eagles, Ravens, Chiefs, Bengals. This last stretch is, after the bye week, is absolutely crazy. But if we go ahead and do a pre-prediction, let me get a writing utensil. See how many. So I think we could beat the Falcons, the Broncos, the Chargers, Colts. Lose to the Cowboys, beat the Raiders, beat the Jets, beat the Giants, beat the Commanders, lose to the Ravens, beat the Browns, beat the Bengals, split the Browns, lose to the Eagles, lose to the Ravens. So what's that, 4? Yeah, it's 10-7 again. Let's just see what happens. So if we go ahead and we advance week, sim to playoffs, I'll meet you guys at the playoffs. So here we are at mid-season. Russell's got a 68% completion rating, 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. He's a top performer. Joe Mixon's the top rusher. CeeDee Lamb's the top receiver, and Von Jefferson's second in receiving yards. We're 5-2. Which is pretty good. Look at the schedule. How well did I do? So we lost to the Falcons. We beat the Broncos, the Chargers, the Colts. We lost to the Cowboys, which are called. Beat the Raiders and beat the Jets. So not too bad. We should have beat the Falcons. We lost by 4. We lost by 3 to the Cowboys, which is good. Stop Sylvester. If we look around at stats and awards. Player stats, 13 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, not bad. Longest is 70, 8.3 yards per attempt, 141, 207. Justin Fields has not got any playtime. I think I might supplement for the second half. 5 touchdowns for Najee, 138 attempts, 609 yards, which is good. He's almost at 1,000. Wilson's got 145. Jalen Warren's got 105. That's kind of low for my taste. Von Jefferson at the top with 565, 3 touchdowns. Calvin Austin's got 406, 3 touchdowns. Quez Watkins has got 312, 1 touchdown. Pat Freiermuth's got 192, 4 touchdowns. Darnell Washington's got 75. Nice got 65. George Pickens, what's up with him? Few player cards. He hurt?
This is the player card. Here you can see, here are a player's motivations.
No, he's not hurt. Why is he not getting any touches? What is up with that? He doesn't have a touchdown. I want to take a look at that. James Daniels 1 sack, Dan Moore 1 sack, Isaac 1 sack, Troy Fautanu 2 sacks, Broderick Jones 2 sacks. Not bad defense. sacks. Alex Haslam's got 7. Larry's got 4.5. TJ's got 3.5. Seems kind of low. Cam Hager's got 1.5. Cole half. Dante Jackson half. Cam Sutton half. Patrick Queen doesn't have any sacks. Stop, cat. Interceptions. Stop. Deshaun Elliott got 2. Joe Porter 2. Patrick Queen 1. Devontae Casey 1. Minka Fitzpatrick doesn't have 1. What is up with this simulation? Forced fumbles. Alex Highsmith only has 1. What is going on? 80% for Chris Boswell. Punting. 9 punts for 96. Inside the 20. 1 touchback. Not too bad. Not too bad. So that's this. Offense, we're first. Defense, we are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th. Conversions, we're first. Red zone efficiency, we're not near the top. Penalties, about, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7th. We're 8th in the league. Nice. NFL. Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Derek Carr, Dak Prescott, Aaron Rodgers, Brock Purdy, Joe Burrow, Tua, Kirk Cousins, Drake May, J.J. McCarthy. C.J. Stroud's really low. Deshaun Watson, Anthony Richardson's low. Jordan Love's low. Jaden Daniels. Not too bad. Russian, Joe Mixon, Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb, Najee, Christian McCaffrey, Bijan Robinson, Travis Etienne, Jahmyr Gibbs, Kenneth Walker, Jonathan Taylor, Saquon, Rashad White, DeAndre Swift. Not too bad. Receiving, CD, Von Jefferson being second is fucking outlandish. Chris Olave, Tyreek Hill, Cooper Kupp, Brandon Ayuk, Curtis Samuel, Amon-Ra, Alan Lazard. Not too bad. Who's leading the league in sacks? Max Crosby, Khalil Mack, Al Highsmith, third with Von Miller. The guys you would typically see. Who's got the most interceptions? Deron Bland, Sauce Gardner, Kendall Fuller, Devin Bush. Wow. Pittsburgh fans know all about him. Jalen Ramsey, Kyle Duggar. Not too bad. Not too bad. We're going to get through the... Look at the schedule. I mean the standings. NFL standings. Bills are 6-1. Lions 5-1. Dolphins 5-1. Bears 5-1. Ravens 5-2. Seahawks 5-2. Browns 5-2. Steelers 5-2. Texans 5-2. Cowboys 4-2. Who's the worst team in the NFL? Is the Jaguars are 0-7, Giants are 1-6, Titans are 1-5, Broncos are 2-5. What does that put us in the division? Tied for first place. We just haven't won in the division. That's why we're where we're at. Okay, so let's go ahead and simulate to the rest of the regular season, and I will see you guys then. So we're at the regular season. We finished 8-9, 15th in offensive points per game, 9th in offensive passing yards per game, 15th in offensive rushing yards per game, 13th in defensive points per game, defensive passing yards per game, 11th defensive rushing yards per game, 15. So we finished 4th in the division. Dolphins won their division. Colts won their division. Raiders won their division. See if we have anybody in the top. So Patrick Mahomes finished at first. Christian McCaffrey, CeeDee Lamb, Willie Gay, Jalen Ramsey, and Max Crosby. If we go to schedule, I said 10-7. We were off by 2 wins. So we won the games we expected. We lost to the Ravens, lost to the Bengals, the Browns, the Eagles, the Ravens, the Chiefs, and the Bengals. So we split the Browns games like I expected, but lost both the games to the Bengals and the Ravens. We got blown out by the Chiefs, barely lost to the Bengals, barely lost to the Ravens, barely lost to the Eagles, barely lost to the Browns, barely lost to the Bengals. Yeah, that was a pretty bad loss. It was a lot of really close losses, except for that one against the Ravens. So if you look at the playoff schedule, Bengals, Colts, Vikings, Raiders, Chiefs, Raiders, Vikings, Niners, Chiefs, Raiders, Bears, Lions, Bills, Ravens, Cowboys, Saints. Dolphins got the bye. Eagles got the bye. I'm picking Bengals, Chiefs, Ravens, Niners, Lions, Cowboys. Let's see how that plays out. So if we go to stats, you finished with 3,646 yards, 24 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. Najee got his 1,000, 10 touchdowns. He had only one fumble, which is good. Russell Wilson had 327. Jalen Warren had 204. Von Jefferson still finished first with 1,005 touchdowns. Calvin 713, 4 touchdowns. George Pickens 613, 2 touchdowns. That's ugly. Pat Fryermuth 469, 6. Quez Watkins 336, 1. Najee 215, 3. Go to defense. Sacks. Alex finished with 11, Larry 9, TJ 8, Cam 4.5, Pat 2, half a sack for these 3. Interceptions, Dante 3, Deshaun 3, Joey 2, 1 for these 4, and then forced fumbles. We only had 2. That's not that great. Yeah, that's not perfect, but you know, it is what it is. So if we go ahead and advance to the divisional, I'll be right back. So we're at the playoff bracket. The Chiefs won like I expected. The Colts won. The Ravens won like I expected. Vikings beat the 49ers. Wow. The Lions won and the Saints won. That is very interesting. So let's go ahead to the next round. The conference championship. So we will have Ravens, Chiefs, Lions, and Vikings. Division round game, right? Close game between the Ravens and the Colts. Close game between the Dolphins and the Chiefs. Not so close, not so close. So we're going to simulate to the next week to the... No, we don't care about the Pro Bowl. Or are we going to... Is it the Super Bowl? It's not the Super Bowl, is it? No, it's a championship game. Yeah, I guess we'll simulate to the Super Bowl. So we have Vikings versus the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, as the Vikings beat the Lions 27-18 and the Chiefs beat the Ravens 28-24. What a Super Bowl. So if we're going to go ahead and advance week to the Super Bowl. So our Super Bowl recap had the Chiefs beat the Vikings by 17. Isaiah Pacheco is your MVP. NFL MVP is Patrick Mahomes. Coach of the Year is Shane Steichen. OP Offensive Player of the Year Patrick Mahomes. Defensive Player of the Year Khalil Mack. Rookie of the Year Lad McConaughey. Defensive Rookie of the Year Darius Robinson. Nice, not too bad, not too bad. What is the Pittsburgh Steelers going to do this next year? Sim 2 draft, Sim 2 next season. I'll be back. So if we get here to the next year roster, we have neither one of our quarterbacks. We have this guy who has the craziest face, Ross Witt, 65 overall. We don't have Najee or Jalen Warren. George Pickens is here, Calvin Austin, Wilson, and some guy named Dale Bellamy. Darnell's here, Pat's not here. Don't have any left tackles. Left guard's position is awful. Don't have any right guards. We still have Troy Flatten and Broderick Jones. Why is he a right tackle? Both these guys aren't right tackles. Larry's still here. DeMarvin Leo's still here. Keanu Bitten's here. Montavious Adams is here. TJ's still here. Patrick Quinn, Cole Holcomb, Peyton Wilson, Mark Robinson. Alex is still here. Nick is still here. Joey. Corey Trice. Minka's still here. Deshaun Elliott, Jeff Cheeks. Chris Boswell still here. And Cameron Johnston. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. So if we go and we look around the league, I could have just did this from here. Go to the NFL. Any big name changes? Not at the very top, no. So where's Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, quarterbacks? Where Justin Fields is a Bronco. Wow. Kenny Pickett's still an Eagle. Did he retire? He must have retired. Oh, no, he's a Titan. Yuck. Yuck. And Najee Harris? Where's Najee? He's a Raider. And Jalen Warren is a Bengal, you traitor fuck bastard. Brandon Ayuk, is he still a Niner? He is still a Niner. Tight end, where's Pat Freiermuth? Pat is a Commander. That is the worst possible outcome. I don't really care about these guys. Just scrolling. Cam Hayward is a Bear. That's what I was looking for. That's gross. That's very gross. This team is about to be god awful. Jordan Davis is a Jaguar. The fuck did that happen? Why the fuck did that happen? Alright, so I guess we'll simulate. Let's look at who's in the free agency list. Alvin Kamara's here. Jordan Poyer's here. Chubbert Hubbard. A.J. Dillon. Michael Thomas. Alexander Madison. Antonio Gibson. Miles Sanders. Marcus May. Dustin Hopkins. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Austin Eikler. Eric Kendricks. Justice Hill. J.C. Jackson. K.J. Osborne. Rico Dowdle. Wow. Brandon McManus. Charles Leno. Cameron Sutton. Ezekiel Elliott. James Conner. Josh Reynolds. Laviska Shenault. Raheem Mostert. Wow. Ryan Neal. Tyler Chandler. Alan Lazard. Allen Robinson. Devondre Campbell. Eric Rowe. Gus Edwards. Jamal Agnew. Rodrigo Blankenship. Ray McLeod. Former Pittsburgh State. Rocky Asin. Shaquille Griffin. Sebastian Joseph Day. Javon Curse. Oh, Jaron Curse. Keanu Neal. Cleve Raymond. Man, there's some guys. Michael Gallup. Myles Gaskin. Nelson Aguilar. Quez Watkins. Robert Woods. Samaji Piran. Yannick Ngakoue. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, wait. Quarterbacks. Jacoby Brissett, Ron Tannehill, Andy Dalton, Taylor Heineke, Stetson Bennett, Jimmy Garoppolo, Carson Wentz, Cooper Rush, Throne, for if you know, you know. Tommy DeVito, doesn't even have a face scan, wow. Kellen Mond, Matt Corral, Kyle Allen, Jeff Driscoll, Josh Rosen, Kurt Bankart. A shout out to Kurt, EJ Perry, Trace McSorley, Blaine Gabbert, Ben DiNucci, Tim Boyle, AJ McCarron. What about some of the top halfbacks? Alvin Kamara, Chuba Hubbard. I've seen a lot of these guys. Just to see if there's any names that really jump off the paper or off the screen. Jamal Williams, dang, he fell off. What the hell? Cordell Patterson, Benny Snell, Dalvin Cook, Wow. And receivers, anybody super special? That was like a guy. Robert Woods was a guy. Chase Claypool. Sterling Shepard. Von Jefferson. Robbie Chosen. Jameson Crowder. Denzel Mims. Anybody else? Miles Boykins. Scotty Miller. Randall Cobb. Man, it got rough out here in the streets. Alright, let's go ahead and sim to mid-season, and I'll be right back. Realized halfway through sim that I didn't do my preseason picks, but with us having a 65 overall quarterback, it's kind of hard to pick, but we're 1-5. TJ's leading in sacks, Dak Prescott pass yards, Josh Jacobs in rushing yards, Devontae Smith in receiving, tackles is Devin White, and Kendrick Barnes, maybe? Yuck, we are awful. So if we look at our schedule, team schedule, lost to the Patriots, the Cardinals, the Vikings. We lost 41-0. Holy shit, 55-3. We beat the Bears. We still got the Broncos, the Dolphins, the Packers, Bengals, Browns, Jets, Bills, Ravens, Browns, Ravens, Titans. We might not win another game for the rest of the year. How's our quarterback hanging up? Probably thrown 15 interceptions. He's not throwing a pass? So he's just been running the fuck out of the ball. Oh, I guess we're not getting a lot of... What is going on with this team? Who's throwing the ball to these guys? Excuse me. Is that a glitch? Excuse me. What is going on? 10.5, 5, 1. 2 interceptions. No fumbles. This team is Garbigio. We are absolutely asshole. Are we the worst team in the NFL? Cowboys and the Chiefs are undefeated in year 2. And we are third from the bottom. The Commanders are 0-7. Broncos are 1-6. Yuck. My team has fallen so far from grace. So we're going to go ahead and simulate to the playoffs, and I'll be back. So at the end of year 2, we are 2-15. Go ahead and put that on my little sketch pad. TJ Watt broke the record, right? Because 25 single. I have single game because I was beating the shit out of the Giants early. Single season sack record. Pretty sure it's 24. Oh no, player, not team. 22.5. So yeah, he absolutely destroyed that because he was on the field so much. Stats and awards. So we only won one more game, and we still have no passes thrown by our quarterback somehow. This guy only ran for 645 yards and then rushed for a touchdown. 735, 5 touchdowns, 625, 518, 2 touchdowns, 341, 2 touchdowns, 172 touchdowns. Goodness gracious, defense. Sacks, 25, 12, 6, 2.5, 1, 1.5. Interceptions, 5, 2, 1, 1. Forced fumbles, still didn't force a fumble. We are the epitome of garbage. If you look at the final standings, Cowboys finished 15-2, Ravens 15-2, Niners 13-4, Chiefs 13-4. Jets were good. Did we finish last? Nope, the Commanders finished 1-16. So we're second to last. Yuck. So if we look at the playoff bracket, Chiefs, Bengals, Jets, Chargers, Jags, Browns, with the Ravens with a bye. Niners, Saints, Panthers, Lions, Vikings, Eagles, Cowboys with a bye. What world is this? What alternate reality are we living in? Sim to divisional. I guess that fast. So we have Bengals beat the Chiefs by a field goal. So we have Bengals, Ravens, yuck. Chargers dog walk the Jets, and the Browns beat the Jaguars. So we have Browns versus Chargers, Ravens, Bengals. Then Saints beat the Niners. Wow. And then the Lions beat the Panthers, and the Vikings beat the Eagles. So we have the Vikings versus the Lions again, and the Cowboys versus the Saints, I think, again. Advanced week, conference championship. So we're 77 overall, 73, and I think 71, 77 defense. In the championship game, we have Ravens versus the Browns. So what the fuck is up with that? And then the Lions versus the Cowboys. 31-21, 35-24, 24-14, 31-21. All right, so we'll go ahead and advance to the Super Bowl. And I'll be right back. So, in our Super Bowl, we have Ravens versus the Lions. Ravens, Lions. The Lions beat the Cowboys 35-21. Ravens beat the Browns by a field goal. What in the alternate reality fuck is this? Go ahead and sim to next week. I hate this reality that we live in. I absolutely hate it. My Pittsburgh Steelers are absolutely garbagio. Which is probably a realistic outcome to have. Russell Wilson's retiring, and so is Bobby Wagner, David Bakatari, Tyron Smith. So in our Super Bowl, Ravens win 27-24. Lamar Jackson MVP. MVP goes to Dak. Coach of the Year, Mike McCarthy. Offensive Player of the Year, Brandon Ayuk. He should be a Steeler. Defensive Player of the Year, T.J. Watt. And Offensive Rookie of the Year, Tavarius Adams. And Defensive Tackle, Peter Tucker for the Rookie of the Year. All right, on to year 3, the final year of this simulation. And then I will get you guys and gals up out of here. All right, so we're here for the next year. Let's go ahead and take a look at our roster. Do we add a quarterback this time, at least? Fuck. Nope, we still got some bums. 59 overall. And no running backs. George Pickens is gone, so is Calvin Austin. And we have Roman Wilson and this guy who I've never heard of. And Darnell Washington is still here, but he's not even the best tight end. We have this guy named Dorian Beckham. No left tackles. Zach Frazier still here. Troy Fautanu and Broderick Jones are still here. No left tackle, 11 left ends. DeMarvin Leo's made it here. Countin Bitten still here. Patrick Queen's still here. So is Peyton Wilson. Mark Robinson. Alex Highsmith still here. Nick Herbig still here. Joey Porter's here. And so is Corey Trice. Somehow. Minka's still here. So is Jeff Cheeks. Chris Boswell is still here at the ripe old age of 35. So we've lost literally everybody. Damn it, I backed out again when I wanted to just go look at the entire NFL. So Penny Sewell's the all these 99s. Patrick Surtain is a 99. He should be a Steeler. I really wanted him to get traded to the Steelers. Patrick Mahomes is a 99. Where's TJ Watt? I had passed him already. He couldn't have fallen that far down off, has he? There's no way. Brock Purdy's at 92. For all the Brock Purdy haters, there's no way TJ fell that far off. There's no way. Not much player movement when it comes to any of these things. He's a Patriot. Oh, I must have skipped over him. What is going on here? What is going on? So we finished 2-15 last year. don't expect it to be anything less than that. If we win more than 2 games this year, I would be astounded. Because our team is awful. Our quarterback last year didn't throw any passes. So let's just go ahead and I'll meet you at the mid-season mark. All right, so we're at the mid-season point. Let's see. We're 0-6. 0-6. And the Ravens are undefeated. Are we the worst team? Is there someone who's just as bad as us? Nope, the Commanders are 3-3 now. And the Broncos are 2-5. The Seahawks are 1-6, so that's a positive, I guess. Dios mío. Dak Prescott, Josh Jacobs, and CeeDee Lamb. Max Crosby. What is this team? Has he thrown a pass yet? Nope, no passes. Still trash-ass running back. Oh, I didn't see where George Pickens went. Where is George? Where's George Pickens? George Pickens. I don't even know where Deontay Johnson, where's he at? Oh, he's a Lion now. I didn't check. Free agent. George Pickens is a Bear. I don't even know why I care. Let's just get to the end of this. This is an embarrassment. So, at the end of the year, we finished 0-17. Nice. Absolutely great. And who did Patrick Mahomes finished first. Najee finished first. I think he's a Raider now. CeeDee Lamb. We had 2 leading tackles in Peyton Wilson and Patrick Queen. Don't know if that's good or not. Still no passing touchdowns. We had 1 rushing touchdown. We had 8 touchdowns, which I still don't understand. What is this game? Sacks. Do we have anybody break 10? Nope, nobody broke 10. We had 4 interceptions and 3 fumbles. Hey, we've had more fumbles this year. What was I about to look at? I don't even remember. This game's got my fucking brain hurting. So the playoffs. Oh, let's look at our schedule. Let's just see how bad some of these losses were. Regular season. Lost. Didn't score. 59 points. 55 points. 40, 55, 44, 55. We had 1 0-score game. 2, 3. We scored 0 points 4 times. Alright, playoff schedule. Jaguars, Chargers, Giants, Vikings, Dolphins, Bills, Packers, Niners, Bengals, Colts, Cowboys, Saints. Cowboys, Saints just keeps happening year after year after year. Is this shit becoming a rivalry? Who got the bye? Ravens, yep, and the Eagles. Alright, let's just go ahead and send to the Super Bowl. Alright, let's look at this Super Bowl. So the Bengals ended up going against the Ravens and getting stomped. The Chargers beat the Bills. The Vikings beat the Giants. The Niners beat the Packers. The Cowboys beat the Saints. The Vikings beat the Niners. The Eagles lost to the Cowboys. The Cowboys beat the Vikings. And then the Chargers beat the Ravens. And now we have a Chargers-Cowboys Super Bowl. What universe is this? Next week. So, in the Super Bowl, the Cowboys won 28-14. Dak Prescott's the MVP. Pat Mahomes, NFL MVP again. Jim Harbaugh won Coach of the Year. Brandon Ayuk won Offensive Player of the Year again. Middle linebacker Foyesade Oluokun. And then Rookie of the Year goes to a guy named Darnell Truman. And Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to a cornerback named Joe Brown. So, Patrick Mahomes has how many? That's 2, 3... 4. 4 MVPs. Guys, great. So, made it this far. Obviously, you enjoyed it, and if you're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, I hate that we had to sit through this together and watch our team go deep into the shithole. But hey, if you made it this far, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. We see that Travis Kelce and Khalil Mack retired. But yeah. Until next time, hope you enjoyed this simulation. Peace.